Welcome, Pathfinders. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Rick. I've spent the past week trying to figure out which of the many temples in the world I would like to join. Okay, so Serenity offers healing, honesty, and a life of sunlight and redemption. Callistra offers vengeance and prostitutes.
How is that really even up to debate?
Well, Callistra does offer me vengeance upon my enemies.
Fair enough. Well, I know that religion is very important to characters.
I should hope so. Jess and Rach did do an entire video about religion when they covered Divine Anthology.
Right, but I always just considered most adventurers to be more of the practice what you preach type and less of the church-going crowd.
Well, yeah. Finding your way to temple every week while you're trying to save the world can be asking a bit much. But for many players, being an active member of the church adds a lot to their characters.
True, and while many adventurers might miss weekly mass, they still need to stop by temples from time to time to buy healing potions, raise their dead.
Get atonements?
One time.
Now, while almost every city and town in Golarion has at least a shrine, some locations have much larger temples for you to get your blessings.
Right. Inner Sea Temples is the newest book in the campaign setting line and details 6 of Golarion's most iconic temples spread across the Inner Sea region.
The temples are of various deities, 2 good, 3 neutral, and 1 evil. There's the Cathedral of Exquisite Agony in Nidal, dedicated to Zon Cthulhu, Caiden's Hall in Absalom, perhaps the most famed tavern temple of Cayden Cailin, the first colonial bank of Sargava in Calabuto, Temple and Bank of Abadar, the High Temple of Pharasma in Osirian, the House of Dawn's Redemption in Taldor, Cathedral of Serenre, and in Vrildura in Kionin, a shrine to Callistra.
Each of these holy or unholy places are given 8 pages of information laid out like you would expect to see in an adventure, complete with map and a room-by-room breakdown of the temple. Included also are details on the history of the temple, the organization of the faith, how to gain membership in the church and its benefits, the relations with other divine institutions, and an overview of at least one notable denizen.
The last 2 pages of each section include new items, both magic and mundane, as well as new spells and even some occult rituals that tie into the faith of the temple.
The items include some great new additions, like the Cayden Cailin item, the Never Spill Goblet, which unsurprisingly never spills its contents, but it can also be drunk underwater, which is amazing.
I'm a big fan of the Elixir of Emulation from the Callistra section.
I don't remember that one. I assume it makes you burst into flames?
Emulation, not immolation. It's an elixir that lets you emulate the appearance and mannerisms of a specific individual. All you need is some part of the person, like their hair.
Oh, so it's Polyjuice Potion.
Well, not... Actually, it's basically Polyjuice Potion. But you actually sound like the person, and also it can't turn you into a cat hybrid.
Bill for point. I'll take it. Anyway, the new spells are also great in this book.
Very true. For my pick of favorite, I'm going to go with the Pharasman spell Funeral Weapon. It's a first level spell that allows any weapon touched to bypass 5 points of any undead creature's damage reduction. That's useful starting at level 1.
I think I've got that one beat with the 3rd level Cayden spell Free Spirit. Gives you freedom of movement, +4 on save versus fear, and makes you drunk.
Wouldn't that be a detriment in combat?
Well, sure, it's a -2 on attack rolls, ability checks, skill checks, and so on, but if Cayden could pass the test of the Starstone drunk, I'm sure I could beat up a few orcs while buzzed.
Friends don't let friends adventure and drink.
Well, that about covers it. Is there anything we didn't like about the book?
The only thing that springs to mind is that there are some residents of the temples that aren't given a stat block, or even a location to find them. I think at one point there was a temple where there was a Vampire Choleric 13, which would be pretty hard to stat up on the fly. I was hoping it would be in the Monster Codex, but sadly no. Maybe some of these will be available in the upcoming Villain Codex.
That'd be nice. The only thing it was missing for me was I wish it had adventure hooks, maybe a few good reasons other than looking for healing or because you're a member of the faith.
Or atonements.
That the party would stop by. It's a small gripe, but I hope they include them if they do in Inner Sea Temples too.
Well, there are still 14 major faiths that they didn't cover, so we may actually see that eventually.
Well, even with my small gripe, I still give it 5 stars. Gave me exactly what it said on the back and a little bit more.
My gripe is slightly larger than yours, so I'd say 4 stars. But I'm not going to lie, I really like the inclusion of a list of temple terminology in the front of the book. It taught me something that I didn't know, and so for that, I'll give it another half star.
Okay, so that averages out to math 4.75 stars.
Let's just make it 5.
All right. Well, that's it for our field report this week. Let us know your thoughts on Inner Sea Temples, faith in gaming, or what temples you'd like to see Paizo cover in the future.
Like and subscribe, and we will see you next week for our upcoming field report.
Good luck, Pathfinders.
And Invildada and Keonan. Jesus Christ, who writes this? Imvrildara. And Imvrildara and Keonan, a shrine to Callistra.
Calistria.
God damn it!